Good evening to all of you. Subject Economics, chapter number 7, Population. Chapter 7, and name of chapter is Population. Now we have started population right from the first page. First page we have completed, then population trend we have completed. On page number 80, population trend is given that we have completed, and for 1 mark question from table 1901, the year population was 23.8, that point you have to learn, and then 2011 121.02 crores, and then population growth rate of 1901 0.08, and population growth rate in 2011 1.64. you have to learn for MCQ question. One is for 1901 and other is for 2011. Then on page number 81 we have done why 1921 is considered as year of great divide. We have completed. Now come on page number 82, male and female population in India. It was deleted from the course. Now new topic is on page number 82. Page number 82 and point number is 7.2.3. that the topic is gender ratio in India. Gender ratio in India. Now gender ratio means male female ratio. The number of females over per thousand male is called female male ratio or gender ratio or sex ratio. One line definition is given. The number of females, first of all, meaning the number of females in the country per thousand male, per thousand males is known as, one line definition is known as, so you are not required to learn from any other source. If you write down this definition or you are getting photographs also, make it as a notes, it becomes easy to learn. The number of females in the country per thousand males is known as gender ratio, female male ratio, or sex ratio. So this is the definition of male female ratio. Now if in India, we are talking about India. In India what happens? The number of females are very less as compared to male. So various implications, means complications are arising. Such implications are, if male female ratio is not in a proper proportion, then various implications, means effect, side effects are there in the society. Like the next topic is implications. Implications arises in points you can write. Second para, gender ratio occupies an important place in the study of population. When we are studying about population, gender ratio means male female ratio occupies an important place. Falling number of females per thousand males creates various implications in the country. If there is skewed gender ratio, skewed means unequal, the number of problems arises. So what type of problems arises due to male female ratio? Here problems arises. Topic is problems which arises due to skewed male female ratio. Like example is marriage. means social structure. First point, social structure set up of social structure disturbed, problem arises in marriage, then reproduction, etc. So this is the implication. Now some knowledge, some information about male female ratio in different states. In this regard, so point wise try to make notes. First of all, meaning, then problems. So whenever there is skewed, here I am writing here, skewed gender ratio. If there is skewed gender ratio, then what happens? Setup of social structure disturbed, then problem arises in marriage, problems arises in reproduction, problems arises in family due to skewed gender ratio. Skewed gender ratio means unequal number of, means there is inequality in male female ratio, that is called skewed gender ratio. So such type of implications, such type of problems arises in the society. Then if we collect information about the male female ratio in different states, then except Kerala, all other states have low female male ratio. Now in this regard, according to 2011 census, now 4 points you have to learn. According to 2011 census, there were, first point, there were 1084 females in Kerala. 1084 females for every 1000 male. For every 1000 male. Means here number of females are more than male. So according to 2011 census, there were 1084 females for every 1000 male in Kerala. This is the first point. Second point, point number 2, the lowest female population. So there is nothing to explain in this topic, only you have to collect information about the gender ratio in India. The lowest female population. Population per 1000 male was 879 in Haryana. Third point, so far as Gujarat is concerned, according to 2011 census, there were 918 females for every 1000 males in Gujarat. And fourth point, there were 940 females for every 1000 males in all over India. So here 4 data you have to learn. One is for Kerala because that is an exception in case of male-female ratio. Then lowest, then Gujarat state, and last one is India. So there were 1084 females for every 1000 male in Kerala, means here females are more than, only in Kerala females are more than male. Then lowest female population per 1000 male was 879, which was in Haryana. Then there were 918 females for every 1000 males in Gujarat. And so far as India is concerned, there were 940 females for every 1000 males in all over India. And this data we are explaining on the basis of 2011 census. So these are the, try to convert this topic in different parts. First one is meaning, second one is short one line answer, implications which arises, means problems which arises due to female male ratio, setup of social structure disturbed, problem arises in marriage, problem arises in reproduction. Then information about male female ratio on the basis of states. Except Kerala, all other states have low female ratio, low female male ratio. Then 4 data you have to learn. One is for Kerala, other is for Haryana because Haryana has the lowest female population. Then one for Gujarat because you all are residing in Gujarat. That's why you must know about the male female ratio of Gujarat state. And then India. After that, what type of, next topic in the same gender ratio. Next point is, so try to convert this answer in different points with heading. First one is meaning, second one is implication, then data regarding female male ratio. Now fourth one is what are the causes of. Now in the same topic, same answer, causes, new heading is causes of low female male ratio, female male ratio. The causes of low female male ratio. What are the causes? First one is our society is male dominating society. That's why the status of women has been low since ancient times. First one is. Second, due attention was not given to nutrition, health, education and overall upbringing of daughters. Means daughters are completely neglected in the society. They were not getting complete nutrition, care was not taken for their health, educations are not provided in a proper ratio to female or daughters. and overall upbringings is not taken place properly. Third reason, dowry system is also one of the cause root, main reason. One of the cause root means main reason. Cause root of low female male ratio. Fourth point, early marriage, frequent childbirth, had adverse effect. Adverse means negative effect on the health, which leads to high death rate. Beside this, fifth one is due to male dominating society, or our society believes that male child will support financially when he grows up, or at his younger stage when he becomes young, when he starts earning, he will support the family financially. So our society is giving preference to male child. Preference for male child. And sixth one is medical advancement has encouraged female foeticide. Means female foeticide means through medical advancements, through medical technology, parents are able to know, individuals are able to know whether it is male child or female child in female foeticide. These are the reasons of low female male ratio. The status of women has been low since ancient time, we all know, because our society is male dominating society. Then due attention was not given to nutrition, health, education, overall upbringings of daughters. Means male child are given more importance in our society. Dowry system is also one of the cause root of low female male ratio. In various states, at the time of marriage, the girl side has to give a huge amount to the male family, the huge amount, gifts, property, that is called dowry. So dowry system is also one of the cause root of low female male ratio. That's why individuals are not giving importance to daughters. They do not want daughter. That's why due to medical advancement, it has encouraged such type of social evils. Means dowry system encouraged female foeticide. मतलब उनको वहीं पे they are killing female child. And then early marriage or frequent childbirth had also adverse effect on the health, which leads to high death rate in female. As a result, females are less than male. Now what are the steps? This is causes of low female male ratio. Swell bhai, Swam bhai. And last topic, last point in this regard, what type of steps are taken by government in order to maintain a proper female male ratio? So steps are, steps. Government, first point, government has introduced बेटी बचाओ program. Government has introduced Beti Bachao program. Beside this, second point, government has imposed ban on sex detection legally. सेक्स डिटेक्शन मीन्स मालूम करना कि जो लेडी है उसके या फीमेल है उसके जो प्रेगनेंसी में है उसमें मेल चाइल्ड है या फीमेल चाइल्ड है, दैट इज़ कॉल्ड सेक्स डिटेक्शन लीगली. So these are the steps taken by the government, but such schemes, such ban, such act is only on paper. These acts are not implemented strictly by the government. That's why still female male ratio is not proper, means there is secured female male ratio. So these are the points regarding short notes on gender ratio. Now last topic. Now on page number 83, age wise population in India is not in your course. Then directly come on page number 86. 86, meaning of birth rate we have completed, meaning of death rate we have completed, causes of high birth rate we have completed. Then page number 89, causes of low death rate we have completed. Now last topic is measures to control population. So what are the measures, what are the steps by which we can control our population? Last topic, measures to control population. In this regard, first point is mass education and awareness. Education, only you have to learn points. After that you can explain these points in your own way. Mass education and awareness. Second point is effectiveness of family planning programs. Family planning programs. Third point is increasing in the age of marriage. Age of marriage and raising the status of women fourth point, incentives and disincentives. Disincentives. And fifth and last point is expansion in medical services and its growing effectiveness. Expansion in medical services and its growing effectiveness. So these are the 5 points by which we can, means these are the 5 measures through which we can control our population. First one is mass education and awareness, means it is very compulsory for government that they can spread awareness, they can aware the people about the importance of a small family and how the small family can bring development in the economy for after a longer, means after a long period. So for this purpose they must provide education, they must aware the people about the importance of a small family for themselves and for the economy. According to textbook, it is necessary to make people realize the importance of a small family to reduce birth rate, and for this it is essential for the government, for any NGOs to propagate and spread education. It is compulsory for them to spread education, especially by making society aware through various programs. Means government should introduce various programs, government, NGOs or other individuals, responsible individuals, they should spread awareness among individuals about the importance of a small family. Telecast through visual media in school and colleges also. Such type of topics should be included in syllabus. Then in the year 2000, population policy emphasis was placed on women upliftment. Means these steps is taken by the government in order to uplift the status of women under the population policy 2000. Demographers are those individuals, those persons who are studying about the population and or establishing relation between the population and the economic development. These individuals are called demographers. Demographers believed that education is the best method for population control, because once a person becomes educated, then he is able to realize, he is able to understand the seriousness of overpopulation upon the economy, what is the effect upon the economy due to overpopulation. He can understand, he can realize, he become aware, and he can understand also the importance of a small family, how it is benefited to individual family and to the economy as a whole. So mass education and awareness is very essential in order to control population. Then second one is effectiveness of family planning programs. Means government should implement family planning programs effectively. Means they must set up or establish health center in rural areas also in proper proportion, in proper quantity. If health center is there, then they are able to spread knowledge about population control. Means they can provide knowledge about the various tools, various equipments which are used for controlling the family. Means family planning can be implemented effectively only when individuals have knowledge about the tools and equipments which can stop or we can control population. So according to textbook, to make family planning programs more effective, along with public awareness, family planning services and incentives were also increased. It is essential to create simple, easy and affordable availability of contraceptives. Contraceptive means those tools, those equipments, those methods by which population can be controlled. In the population policy of 2000, changes were made in the programs related to family planning by reducing the importance of sterilization, and emphasis was placed on preventing unwanted pregnancy through preventive methods. The government is trying to bring awareness among peoples how to control the population by adopting various types of tools, methods and equipments in order to control the population. Third one is increasing in the age of marriage and raising the status of women. So first of all, it is very essential for the society to raise the status of women. Means they should provide proper education. If they are educated, then they are able to understand the importance of a small family for themselves and for the nation as a whole. For this purpose, it is compulsory for the government to increase the age of marriage for female. Because if marriage age is increased, then what happens? The span of fertility is reduced. Span of fertility is reduced. Span of fertility means the power, the capacity to give birth by female. That time period reduced if age of marriage increased. So by increasing the age of marriage for female can also become an effective step for controlling the population. Beside this, it is essential that we must raise the status of women by providing them proper nutrition, by providing them proper education. In this way, we can raise the status of women. And when they become educated, they will try to get jobs, try to prove themselves in the job field also. That in this way, we can control population to a larger extent. Incentive and disincentives. For example, the person who has more child, they should not allow to cast vote, or they should not allow to fight election at local level. Incentives means those who have one child. For example, in central government has introduced one scheme that the parents who have only one girl child, they are not required to pay school fees, tuition fees. Means their education is totally free in school. Such type of incentives are also provided by government, so that various individuals are encouraged to give importance to girl child. So incentives and disincentives should be taken by the government in order to control population. Now incentives and disincentives. The incentives and disincentives that are offered by the government play a very important role in family planning. In family planning means in controlling population. For example, those couples who undergo sterilization are given financial compensation by the government. Go under sterilization means those who are not giving birth to any child. Such type of couples are given financial compensation by the government. Second, China has adopted disincentive method or discouragement to control rising population, in which number of facilities are withdrawn from those couples who have 2 or more children. So in China, those who have 2 or more children, they are not getting various type of facilities offered by the government. In the same way, in India also, last line, in the elections of local self-government, couple with more than 2 children cannot contest in election, means they cannot fight election. So such type of incentives or disincentives should be offered by the government, should be taken by the government in order to control the population. And last one is expansion in medical services and its growing effectiveness. Here, last paragraph you can explain, only last paragraph, means second paragraph. India was the first country in the world. Only that paragraph we have to explain in this point. India was the first country in the world to introduce population policy to control population. And this population policy was introduced by Dr. M.S. Swaminathan. Under this policy, various measures are taken for the social welfare, which in turn will improve awareness against population growth. So according to population policy, various programs are introduced, various incentives are implemented in order to control population. Means strict actions are taken, strict steps are taken under population policy, so that awareness can be spread among all individuals, and various schemes, various offers are adopted under population policy in order to control population. So these are the measures to control population, and in this way this chapter is completed. Now any doubt you can ask.